Good morning. Well, I'm the first one here, obviously, because I started the video, but I'll wait a couple of seconds so people can start getting their notifications. Oh, 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 hi, friend, me, myself, and I. Hello, good morning. You're the first one here. Hi, Janet. Hi, Chu. Hello, good morning. Good morning. People are starting to get their notifications. Oh, my hair. I think I brushed it. Yeah, I did brush it. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Janet. Hi, Reagan. Hello. Hi, Diane. Hi, Ivy in Hawaii. Hi, Terry. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Sea Beach 53. Hi, Gina. Hi, Russ. Hi, Diane. Good morning, Bonnie. Hi, Jane Johnson. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Karen from Colorado. Hi, Okie. Karen and Karen right next to each other. Good morning. Hi, Sharon. She said, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is just begun. Hi, Kay Motto. Good morning. Hi, Chris. Hi, Marianne. Hello. Laura has the day off. Hi, Laura. How are you? Hi, Melinda in New Hampshire. Hi, Michelle in Georgia. Good morning. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kellyanne. Hi, Joe Henderson. I have a feeling we might have more people here this morning just because today is a holiday for some, not a holiday for all, but a holiday for some. So we might get more. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. I was wearing my one of my aprons yesterday. I was working in the kitchen, and I grabbed one of your aprons because I needed it. I was making a mess. Ruth Debbie says she's absolutely in love with the pink hologram paper. Me too. Me too. I know. I had an extra 2 packs here, and I'm like, I'm not sending them to Utah to go in the inventory. I'm keeping them for me. Hi, Susan in Wisconsin. Hi, Lori in Texas. Hi, Stephanie Z. Hi, Debbie in cold Kansas. It's cold here. I'm going like this with my hands because I'm freezing. Bonnie says it's 16 degrees where she is. Yikes. Hi, Holly. Holly, did I even tell you that my mom's name is Holly? You probably already knew that. Hi, Bear Blue. Hello. Hi, Francis in Wichita, Kansas. Hi, Robin. She's making she's making birthday cards with bunnies today. Yay. Oh, Kellyanne's goodies are at her post office and will be delivered tomorrow. Yay. Reagan says, holiday for me, but I'm on lunch break. Not a holiday for me, but I'm on lunch break. Yay. Hi, Donna in Texas. And she says it's nice and cool where she is. Ooh, that's nice. Olivia says, will there be a card base on HSN in March? I have no idea. I'm working on August right now, so I have no idea. Let me see if I can find that quickly. Let me see. I might be able to. Let's see, March. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could say like 3 different pretty much card bases. There's going to be 5 items total on HSN. 5 items total. Sorry, I'm just looking at them. Okay, yeah, 5 items total. Let's see. Yeah, Holly, there are not very many Hollies around. You are absolutely right. Hi, Quilty. Hi, Shelly. She says snowing in Nebraska. Oh, wow. Sharon says, thanks for the sneaky peek preview of next month's card kit. Hee hee. Uh-oh. Did I do something I wasn't supposed to do? I don't remember. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know I did the live review of the February one, right? Yes. And you guys, just a heads up on the card kit. You know how Ken makes a certain amount and then once they're gone forever, right? Well, because we announced about the Ken freebies starting in March for at least 3 months, probably a little bit more, we've gotten a lot of card kit signups. And so we might be sold out pretty soon on the February one. So if you were on the fence about it, I don't know if that changes how you feel, but I just wanted to let you know because I don't want anyone to miss out that was looking forward to signing up. So just a heads up on that. Hi, Stephanie K. Good morning. Not driving, but watching on the way home from Tucson. I love hearing that you're not driving. Because you guys, listen, I saw a commercial. Actually, I've seen it twice where there's this new adapter that you can put into your like GPS screen on your car. Like I have a car and it has like a GPS screen so I can see the music and all that. And there's an adapter now that you can hook up like TV to it so your kids in the back seat can watch. But hello, that's not very safe for the mom to be able to, or the adult to be watching it also technically, because it's right there for the adult to see. And I'm thinking, I could not do that ever because I would be all, oh, what's Bluey doing? And then that's not a good thing. That's just not a good thing. And I'm like, that's why whenever there's a screen, it should be in the back seat so mom or the driver doesn't see it. I don't know. I think that's crazy. Tammy says, good morning. Would you some prayers because I am out of a job for a month? Oh, Tammy, yes, my love. That is a very scary time. I understand. But Tammy, can I tell you something? And I don't know if this will help or not. If I looked over my life, when I lost my job 100 years ago now, but when I lost my job at the time, I thought it was the worst day of my life. And fast forward now, this many years, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So God has a plan. I know it's so hard to wait for him because sometimes you're just like, Lord, show me the plan now because I can't do this anymore. But just trust in him, and some random door is going to open or some window is going to open, and you're going to see his plan. So just be prepared. Also, one thing that I listened to a podcast called Pastor's Perspective. It's actually run kind of by my pastor goes on it a lot, but it's on the radio also, but it's called Pastor's Perspective. And one time somebody said, how do I know if it's God's will for me to do blah, blah, blah? And they said, God is not going to just show it to you one time. And if you don't pay attention, you miss that whole opportunity. It's not going to be that. It's going to be something where if God really wants you to do it, he's going to hit you over the head with it 5 times or whatever to get your attention. So just be ready, just be willing and listen and see where he leads you, Tammy. But I did put you down. Granelda said, sad, I can't go visit Ken at the store. It's her day off and she has a headache. Oh, Granelda, I'm so sorry. Because there's nothing worse than a headache. There is nothing worse than a headache, you guys. And those of you that have ever had a bad headache know, sometimes I get migraines, and let me just tell you, it's worse than your arm hurting or your leg hurting, because that at least you can still think. But with a headache, you can no longer think, and it's just the worst. So I'm sorry, my love. Joe said, had so much fun at the scrapbooking retreat in Washington, but glad to be back home in Reno. I showed all my Stamps of Life dies and shared your website. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Ann says, yep, God won't give up on the won't give up to get his message through to you. That is so true. You're welcome, Tammy. Big hugs and kisses for you too. Okay. I know it's when you go through a scary time, it's just so scary. I understand, my love. I understand. But I did write you down because actually I want to write a little bit more real quick so I remember. Yeah, big hugs to you, my love. Hi, Elizabeth. She just got home from the store day. Oh, I bet Ken was happy to see you. I bet Ken, sometimes store days can be really busy and sometimes they can be a little slow, or they just have times where it's busy and times where it's slow. So I'm glad Ken was probably very happy to see you. Sharon gets my, let's see. Oh, you saw that one too. That one. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Hi, Teresa in Windy, Long Island, New York. Elizabeth said, yes, she got there at 9. Oh, yay. That's good. That's good. I learned something over the weekend, you guys, and in all honesty, it'll probably mean nothing to you, but it literally made my day yesterday. And so hi, Joe, we're glad you're back. I literally, oh gosh. Okay. First of all, no one is allowed to do this, but Ken, when he was watching my HSN the last time I was there, he said, Stephanie, you literally said the word literally 11 times. And I said, literally? I really did. It's a joke in our house because the boys will say, I literally almost hit the ball. And they just use that word all the time. And I never use that word. And Ken's like, Stephanie, you used it 11 times when you were on the air. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm all, how did I even use the word that many times? Like, I can understand saying once, like, I literally cannot believe how good this price is. But how could I have used it that many times? And he goes, go back and watch. And I said, absolutely not. I never go back and watch. Never, 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 never. I lived it. I don't need to go watch it. So, wow. But over the weekend, I literally had an exciting moment because, as you all know and have heard, that HSN is moving to the Philadelphia area. And they are going to be taping at the same place where QVC is because they're sister companies, right? They're owned by the main company and they're sister companies. And to cut down on expenses, the parent company has decided that they will all be under one roof. Financially, it makes very good sense. Sadly, some people will lose their jobs. I'm hoping most of them get moved up there because they're going to need people to work up there, right? Okay, well, I've always said how easy it is to fly into Tampa. It's literally a 15-minute drive to my hotel. Within like an hour and 20 minutes, I can land, get my car, get my bag because yes, I have to check a bag. I can get to the hotel, check in, get to my room, and get to Olive Garden like within an hour and 20 minutes. That's like unheard of, right? Well, the Philadelphia area, I used to go on QVC, so I know where QVC is. I've been there a few times. It's like in a city called Bethlehem, and it's literally in the middle of nowhere. And it is like an hour and 20-minute drive from the Philadelphia airport. And the Philadelphia airport, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Okay, that's how I feel about the Philadelphia airport. So I was talking to my brother, and my brother travels a lot for work also. And he travels a lot for work. I don't travel a lot for work. He travels a lot for work now. And he said, yes, I've been going to New York like every week now. And I'm like, oh, wow, gosh. And he goes, I transferred to United, right? So he and I have a lot in common because we're big on being, getting status on an airline because, with all the travel I used to do. And so we both used to be on American. And then at the same time, I switched to United when I started traveling again. And the funny thing is he switched to United too, because American is okay. They all are horrible, right? But American's okay, but you can never really get status on American because there's so many people that travel American, right? And so we both switched to United. And I was really loving that Tampa and United work really well with me, right? Well, Tampa does not go to Philadelphia United does not go to the Philadelphia airport. So I was all bummed. I was telling my brother, and he goes, oh, yeah, when I go to New York, I fly into Newark, New Jersey. And I'm like, I go, I wonder how far Newark is from where I need to go. And he goes, I don't know. So I Googled it, the Newark airport. Oh, and United flies nonstop from the airport where I live, literally 15 minutes away from my house, not LAX, 15 minutes from my house, John Wayne Airport, nonstop to Newark. You can't fly anywhere nonstop from John Wayne because it's too small of an airport. But I can to Newark, New Jersey. Guess what? It is 12 minutes faster to get to QVC from Newark, New Jersey than it is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I get to stay on United. I get free bags on United. It changed my life. It changed my day, my whole day. I texted my brother as soon as I found out, and I'm like, Brandon, the best thing in the world happened today. So yes, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to go on United. So yeah, Kellyanne, the address actually is Bethlehem, but yeah, it's Westchester. Yeah, it's that area. Yep. Horrible to get to. From the airport. So yes, so I'm very excited. I know that seems crazy. Debbie says, but does that take traffic into consideration? So what I did was I put it into my GPS, like I was going to drive there And that moment in time, it was a Sunday. And that's actually, I would be driving there on a Sunday, almost about the same time. So I was actually pretty close. Yeah. But, and let me just tell you, I've driven by myself the Philadelphia to QVC. And first of all, Philadelphia airport by yourself is not a good thing. It's just big and massive and busy. Whereas Tampa, oh, Tampa is just like the angels are singing. It's so easy. So Kenny says I've been to Newark a couple times. I don't remember. When you see so many insides of airports, you don't remember. I mean, at the height of when we would travel, we would do like 22 events a year. So that's a minimum of what, 44 airports a year. So I don't know. I don't remember what they look like. But yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I know it means nothing to anyone except me, but I'm excited. Is Newark worse, Jeannie? See, I don't remember Newark. Can go with you. Yes, he could go with me, but he would never go with me. Because it's expensive to go. It costs a lot of money to go. We pay for it. And hi, Christine. And Ken's not interested in going. And I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, her husband wouldn't go with her. You guys, you have to keep in mind, I'm very dependent on Kenny, but at the same time, I'm so not dependent on Kenny because, like, just to give you an example, I flew to South Africa by myself. 3 different airlines. Oh no, I think on the way there was only two, but like a couple different countries to get there, a couple different stops. And yeah, no sweat. Danielle says, when I go home to New Jersey from California, I go from San Diego airport to Philadelphia. San Diego was the worst when it was just me and my daughter under a year old. Oh gosh, yeah, San Diego wouldn't be. Newark is awful. I don't want to hear you guys say that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I'm not listening. Don't ruin my parade. Yeah, Philadelphia's bad. But see, you guys, okay, so even if Newark is bad, it's nonstop on the airline I like from the airport next to my house. So there are still good benefits, and I get 2 free bags on United. And because of the credit card I have, because we had to pay big bucks for this credit card, because I get free bags, and otherwise I'd be paying $100 each time I check my bags. And yes, I have to check bags because I have to hand carry my samples onto the airplane. So I have to check my clothes, right? So it was cheaper for me to get this credit card than it was to pay for bags each time. And I get lounge access. So I get to go into the lounge. So that's nice. Shelly says, oh, can you pray for her husband? He broke his foot and can't work. Oh, Shelly. Oh, gosh, that's not good. Hang on, my pin just died. Writing it down. Yes, I got it, my love. I got it. JFK is under construction. It's a mess there. Oh, Glinda says, fly to Pittsburgh and I will chauffeur you to Philly. Actually, I don't know how far Pittsburgh is from where I need to go. That's another one I should look at. Teresa says, my husband doesn't do things with me either. I kind of like it that way. Will you be renting a car from the airport? Yes, I rent a car. I like to I like to rent cars because then I have control. I don't like I had a bad experience 100 years ago. I don't even remember. I was in Texas of all places. Do you guys remember Paper Cuts magazine? 100 years ago, you guys. So probably in the early 2000s. So this would have been about 25 years ago. In the early 2000s, Angie Randall and I, she was the editor of Paper Cuts magazine. Editor or creative editor, I don't remember. And we were in the back seat of a taxi. And I believe it was in Texas. And it was not a good experience. Thankfully, it ended okay. But this guy took us this weird, scary way where we honestly thought we were going to be killed. And I don't say that lightly because we were both like getting in panic mode, ready to almost jump out. So I don't like, especially when I'm by myself. And then one time I was in a Uber back when Uber just started. So this is probably 10 years ago, I would guess. And I was by myself, and it was a guy, and it was fine, but he must have said at least 5 different, I guess, slur words for women's tops, if you know what I mean. And he was just bringing it up in conversation. Like, it wasn't horrible, but he kept saying, well, and then blah, 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 blah. And then, I'm like, I didn't even know there were that many words for him. Okay. It was just the weirdest thing. So I try to always try myself. Kellyanne, I GPSed it, and it was like an hour and 20, I think. I think that's what it was. E. Closter says, a coworker just told me her 3-year-old has surgery, and because of a defect wasn't caught by numerous doctors, she will now need, oh, wow. Yeah, I don't even know what that word is, my love. Oh, 3-year-old. Oh, my God. I'm writing it down, my love. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Debbie says, is there an easy trick to opening the white envelopes that come in HSN? No. The struggle is real, isn't it? You know what I do is I hit them on a table so everything goes down to the bottom, and then I use my scissors and just cut off the very, very tip all the way. Yeah, I know they're kind of hard to open. There is a reason for that, because we cannot let those suckers open when they're being mailed. We have to be so careful. So yeah, it is kind of crazy. What does my t-shirt say? Oh, somebody made it for me, you guys. I feel bad that I don't remember, because I just feel bad. But it says Craft Life. Craft Life. And it looks crooked. It's not crooked. There it is, Craft Life. Somebody made it for me. I feel bad. Whenever you guys make me something, like, put your name somewhere on it so I can always remember, okay? Like Ruth Debbie made me this, and I don't think she did, but I did. I put on the bottom Ruth Debbie and her name and the ear, because I always like to remember, but I always feel bad when I forget. Oh, Ruth Debbie says, slit the top with a razor blade cutter. Cute shirt. Thank you. Yeah, I feel bad. Who made it for me? Is someone whoever is here, did you make it for me? Sorry. I've been testing dies. Can you see the stack of dies I'm testing? I know it doesn't look like mini, but it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 7 different designs I have to test today. Kellyanne says, I live literally next to Philadelphia, and I'm familiar with Westchester area. Just double check the times. Newark is much farther. Okay, Kellyanne, I will. But I'll be honest, my love, because it's United, I'd be willing, because keep in mind, on my end here, for me to go to John Wayne Airport's 15 minutes. For me to drive to LAX, Kenny has to drive and he has to drop me off, and it's a good hour. So I'll test it a couple more times though, Kellyanne. I will put it into my GPS like a couple different times before I book anything. I don't even know when I'm going, to be honest. But I will do it a couple times. I will take your advice, and I'll do it a couple times to make sure it's just, even if it's an extra 20-minute drive, it's still kind of worth it because of the John Wayne part and because the United part. But I will, with your advice, I will redo it. I'll do it a couple times just to make sure. Do you use your Waymaker tote? I do, Diane. I do. I have a lot of, we use a lot of totes, you guys. So yes, I do. Because when we go back and forth with the boys walking, we always have things we have to carry. So yes, I do. Thank you. The direct flight sounds like it could save you time. It does. So yeah, I know. I just have to, what I need to do is probably just try Newark once and then reevaluate, but I will check. Okay, so remember Friday, I did the live reveal for the card kit. And remember I said the boys were downstairs and Ken was going to walk them home and I was going to stay here and do the live with you. Well, yes, Reagan, that is true. Well, the boys got home and Kirsten was a little surprised because usually I'll text her and say on our way. So she gets 10-minute warning, right? Well, Ken didn't when he left. And so they just showed up at the door and she's like, oh, hi. Okay. And I wasn't there and she didn't know I wasn't going to be there. So later she asked Liam, and you know what? I'm going to get the exact words. Hang on. So she asked Liam why I wasn't there. And now I got to find what she said because it's like really funny, but my daughter and I text all day long. So, I said, I was sad I didn't get to go over to your house though. And I said, love you to my daughter. And she said, I asked them why you didn't come. And Liam said, Nana just likes to work all day. Nana just likes to work all day. And I told him the next day, I said, Liam, Nana did need to do a video last night, but I do not like to work when you're in my house. I said, but this was a special thing that I needed to do. So I just need you to know that I don't like to work when you're here. Little stinker. Oh, fun. Donna says, I was so blessed about 10 months ago. I came across a garage sale and bought 3 binders full of Stamps of Life dies. Someone was selling our stuff. And with matching stamps, I quickly looked y'all up. Well, Donna, I'm happy you're here. That was awesome. God was all, Donna, you need to check these people out. I love that. I love that. He is a sweetheart. Nancy says, do you need me to make more totes for you? Nancy, right now we're good. The last cup holder you made me though is perfect for the stroller. Every time we go to Knott's Berry Farm, and that's an amusement park. We're going to go again this Friday. We go like once or twice a month. I use my big cup. My big cup fits in it perfect in the stroller. Oh, sorry. And the stroller holds, it's perfect. It's perfect. I love it. I love it. Sorry, you guys, I'm still on my laptop. Any date for the magnetic sheets? My warehouse in Utah is under strict instructions to contact me the second they show up. I am going to contact the factory again and say, hey, can you give me tracking? Because it's been a long time. I'm a little concerned they're stuck in customs. Magnets are very hard to import. So I'm going to check into that today. But yes, everybody's saying welcome, Donna. It was love at first sight. Oh my gosh, Donna, I'm in love with you. That was so sweet to say. She said, Sally, the person was not able to craft anymore and had to sell off. Oh, well, Donna, you at least now they found a good home, right? That's good. I like that. Are the magnets just going to be one size? At first, yes. So the first shipment is just one size. It's the medium size envelopes. Yes, the medium size envelopes. I'm getting samples made of a couple other different sizes. And we're getting something else made in a couple different sizes. The problem is, and this is all my fault, is I tell you guys way too soon. Because I can't keep secrets. I'm not good. I'm not good at keeping secrets. And so I let things slip and you guys are thinking, oh, wow, it's going to be next week. And it's like 6 months later. That's the problem because I can't keep secrets. But yes, glad they found a new home. I am too. Yes, friends, me, myself, and I will you eventually have magnets to match each of your storage envelopes. That is the plan, but not the largest ones, not the big, massive card dies. Because just put the big card die in your storage envelope and then put the next biggest size magnet in there to hold the little dies. Because a big magnet that big would be way too expensive. But yes, I do get too excited. Dawn says, I just found out that my first grandbaby is going to be a girl. Elowen Grace. Oh, what a beautiful name. Anne says, I was watching an old video for your birdcage dies, and there was some discussion that the tiny bars barely approved because they were too skinny. Yes, that is true. That is true. The medium envelope shows is 9x6. So yeah, I think the magnets are like 5.5 by 8.5. Or 9, I don't know. They fit. Trust me, I've tested everything. But Chris says, missed the first 30 minutes. Oh, my love, where have you been? Gail, did you go shopping? Or you said you were going to go later, I think. Any new design for birdcage folded? Not right now, Anne. Do we not have any on the website? Um, uh, but you know what? I feel like there's one or two somewhere. Email Faylene and ask her if she has any there. Tell her that Stephanie said she has to look around because I feel like I sent in. Okay, so we do have we have the birdcage A2 folded on there. And we have the bird cage that matches the club dies on there. Yeah, we have those on there. Let's see. Any new okay. Just the little bird cage and the bigger version, but it's a different version. Yeah. Chris says I don't get notifications, but the bell icon is checked. Ugh. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about a gazebo, so I have been working on thinking about that. Let's see. LAX is crazy to drive there, and from where you live and mentioned the traffic is horrible. Yes, it is. Even on a Sunday morning, it is horrible. And Kenny, oh, Gail's on the way to the store. Gail, thank you, my love. We love you. Sorry, I'm trying to read. We do have smaller tulips somewhere. Yellow roses somewhere. I don't remember where. But when Kenny drops me off at LAX, because I'm leaving in 2 weeks, right? Whenever he drops me off at LAX, departures you're supposed to do on the upper level. He drops me off at the bottom where people you're supposed to pick up people. He drops me off there because there's a lot less traffic, but there's still a lot of traffic. It's awful. It's awful. Oh, good, Gail. Just routine doctor appointment. Good. How is your granddaughter? She's doing great. The other day I walked into her house and she started clapping. And another day, Kenny and I watched her on Friday because the boys had an event at school and Kirsten was going to the event. So she started fussing in the car on the way here, and Kirsten is in the front seat and said, "Hey, we're going to go see Nana." And she stopped crying. Then she gets out, and I'm watching, and Kenny and I are playing with her. Kenny and I both sit on the floor, and we just play with her. And we're like, there's only one. We don't like to share. Ken and I have not learned how to share babies yet because last time we both got a baby. And this time we kind of have to share, and we don't like that. We're not very good sharers of babies. But she just was in seventh heaven because she was getting 2 people paying attention to her when usually there's 400 people in her house and nobody's watching what she's doing. So let me just tell you, it was fun. And then Monday we watched her because Kirsten had an event with the boys. And so my parents came over and the baby was here. And Kenny was here. So there was 4 adults to 1 baby. That baby just didn't know where to look. She got so much attention. She was just like, whoa, all these people are watching me. We're watching everything she does. And she's like, usually she can get away with stuff because no one's, Kirsten's got 15 other things to deal with. So it's fun. It was fun. How old is she? I don't really say exactly how old, but I'll give you an idea. She's between 9 and 11 months old. Teresa says, I didn't know you had another one. And so this is number 3. So we have the twins, and this is the baby sister. The reason why you don't know much about her is that was a personal request from my daughter. I was not allowed to tell anyone that Kirsten was even going to have a baby when she was pregnant. So it was a very personal request from Kirsten. Kirsten is a very private girl, okay? And I understand she didn't ask to have a mama that tells everything online. And the boys' whole everything with their birth and their being preemies and all of that was very public. And that was hard for her. And I don't think I really found that out until later when she got pregnant with the baby girl, that she just said, Steph, I don't want you to say anything online. I think Kirsten has posted 1 photo on her Instagram, and it was the Christmas photo that they took. There's only 1 photo of the baby that exists. She had friends from college text her saying, I didn't know you had a baby. And that's just kind of how she likes it. She's a very private person. And the more we learn about having kids' faces online and information online, like I talk about the boy's birthday all the time, their birth date, where they were born. There's things I talk about that I shouldn't talk about. But yes. How do I feel about the difference of boys to a girl? Boys are so different. And because I had two girls, right? I had two daughters, knew nothing about little boys. Kenny and I considered having a third child, but he and I both were afraid to have a boy just because we didn't know anything about boys. We chose not to have a third baby, which is dumb because my dream was to have three girls. My dream was always have three girls. So when we got the boys, of course, my husband was thrilled and he can't wait to start doing more sports with them. But they are very, I don't want to say physical, but they don't stop moving. Whereas little girls will you could take a little girl to a restaurant and most, I'm not saying all, most, especially mine, would literally, you hand them 2 crayons from the restaurant, they would color their menu until dinner came. Then they would eat some food and then we would go home. Whereas the boys are under the table, on top of the table, over there, changing seats over there, moving over there. I mean, they just need to be moving. They love to move. They love to move their bodies and they love to poke each other and touch each other and kick each other and wrestle each other. And they've learned how to do these karate kicks where they kick each other. And yeah, they're very different. But at the same time, when you're watching a show with them and they curl up with you on the couch and they want to share your Buc-ee's blanket with you, it's heavenly. So I love both. They are just very different. Very different. Boys are very physical and busy, 100%. Yes. Kirsten says they have a light in their room because whoever wakes up first wakes up the other one no matter what. And the light is like red. And then when it gets yellow, they know it's almost time that they can come out of their room. And then when it turns green, they are allowed to come out in the morning. Well, it comes on at 6:30 in the morning. And Kirsten says those boys jump out of bed and are like ready to go at 6:30. And Kirsten's like, good morning. Yeah, because she's not a morning person. Donna says, boy, mom here, it was the best, but we have 3 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. Girls are different. They are so soft-hearted. If you just look at them wrong, tears flow. Donna, that is 100% true. My oldest, Kirsten, when she'd be at the dinner table, and if she, like anything, I could look at her and she would start crying. Like if she got in trouble, the kid never got in trouble. She never got in trouble. But when she did, if I looked at her a certain way, she could start crying. I mean, that's just how sensitive. And one time as a teenager, I think she's going to be mad I'm telling you this. One time, I think she was 15 and she lied to me about something. Now, it was something very, very stupid. It was not like any life or death or anything, but she lied to me. A couple days, and I believed her because she never lied. A couple days later, we had to take her to the doctor because she gave herself an ulcer about the lie. That child, she's such a sweetheart. That kid is such a good kid. Oh my goodness. Just, and you know what, Anne? Most kids do have drama. Kirsten did not. No drama in high school. No drama ever. It was so weird. She was just, and this kid, oh my goodness. She was like in ASB in high school. She was the varsity cheer captain at her high school. And her high school was huge, massive high school. And she was in, she just was like in everything. One time, and so the school the teachers went on strike once when she was in high school. And so they finally got to go back to school. And that was like when all the kids still started to have cell phones. So she was probably a junior or senior. And her phone rang while she was in class because it was the first day back from the strikes when they had time off. And her phone rang and she got in a lot of trouble because your phone's not allowed to ring in class because she had forgot to turn the ringer off since she was off school for so many days. And come to find out, it was her papa, my dad, calling her to find out if she had school. And she got in trouble. She got her phone taken away. And the teacher's like, who's calling me? And she's like, my grandpa. Isn't that funny? Oh, and then one time, Oh, see, this is the kind of mom I was. This is the kind of mom I was. She did get in trouble for something in high school. I wasn't, whatever it was, I don't remember what it was, so I didn't care, but she got in trouble at school. And so she got detention. And so I'm like, good, you deserved it. So I said, what'd you have to do at detention? Do you have to like clean desks or something? She goes, no, I sat in a desk and they had magazines laying out for us to read them. So I got to read the newest issue of Vogue for her detention. She got to read the newest edition of Vogue. So, if you know me at all, that ticked me off. So I contacted the principal and said, why don't you have my daughter, instead of reading the newest issue of Vogue during her detention, why is she not cleaning desks, or why is she not doing something else? She needs to be doing something as a punishment, not reading the newest edition of Vogue. Yep, I did it. I'm one of those. I'm one of those, always believe the teacher, never believe the kid. But yeah, whatever. Okay. Relda, I have 2 kids. I have 2 daughters. I have Kirsten and I have Caitlin, or Katie. Caitlin wants to change her name to Katie because she doesn't like Caitlin at all. So Katie, Kirsten and Katie. Rosemary has 6 grandsons and 2 granddaughters. Ross said, my 2nd grade teacher told my mom that I was too much of a good Christian boy. My mom loved that comment. That is a good, what a good thing to be known for, right, Russ? That's awesome. More Kirsten bags. Marianne, there's nowhere I could buy them. I have no way to buy them. There is no company for me to buy them from. I am working on something. It's going to take time, but I am working on something. Yes, I am working on something, but as far as I'm understanding, I have no way to order any of those. Kellyanne says my daughter is Kate or Katie, but really Catherine. Oh, really? Elizabeth says my teacher told my mom that I read too much. Kirsten used to read too much. This is when she'd get in trouble. She would walk down our stairs while she was reading. And I'd tell her, put the book down while you walk on the stairs. Let's see. Sea Beach 53 says, as a teacher, it makes me happy that there are parents like you who care. Oh gosh. Yeah. Sea Beach. I am from a line of teachers. My mom was a teacher. I in my mind thought I was going to be a teacher, but turned out to be something else. God had other plans. I do have my teaching credential and I did teach minimally. And then my daughter, Kirsten, taught for a while. So yes, we are very big on teachers. As long as you have the right ones. Yes. Because there are some bad ones, as we all know. There's bad apples everywhere, right? In anywhere. Ruth Debbie's going to get a new crown. Oh, Ruth Debbie, I thought you meant a crown for your head. Oh, I love you. Bye, honey. Creative Space says, to laugh out loud, I used to read and walk all the time. Yeah, and that's okay, as long as you're not on the stairs. Don't do it on the stairs. Carol says her daughter used to read in the shower. Oh, that's funny. I drink my Diet Coke in the shower, and sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I brush my teeth in the shower, but I've never read in the shower. Hi, Shandani. Deborah, God bless our teachers. Amen. And you know what? They should get paid double what they have to deal with. It's sad, unfortunately, nowadays, it's like teaching is on the back burner, dealing just with everything else these poor children bring into the classrooms. It's rough. It's rough. Debbie says, I was not a good kid in school and my parents were not involved. So when my daughter went to school, I questioned everything she did and also believed the teachers. Yeah. Kirsten had a situation. Rosemary says, oh, you're just so precious. Love the positive energy. Thank you, my love. That's very nice. Thank you. Kirsten had a couple situations when she was a teacher where she'd have to have a meeting with the parents. And she would say, I'm just going to make something up, but this is similar. She just said, little Johnny hit Mary on the playground. And the mom looked at Johnny and said, Johnny, did you hit Mary? And Johnny looked at mom and said, no. And so this mom looked at my daughter and said, he didn't hit her. And my daughter looked at the woman and said, I saw him do it. And the mom said, Johnny said he didn't do it. Can you believe there are parents out there My daughter saw it with her own eyes, and this mom would not believe her. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's like really nuts. That's scary. So, hmm. Pamela says our granddaughter is here crafting today. Yay! Love that you call. I love that you called the school. I don't think my 16-year-old granddaughter agreed with me. Actually, Pamela, I emailed him, so I probably have it in writing. I should probably go look it up. But yes, I emailed him a massive complaint because I was very upset. You should not, and I told him you should not reward my daughter with the newest issue of Vogue. Like, what? And I don't even remember what she did. She probably ditched a class or something. Now, tell your granddaughter, though, Pamela, that Stephanie in high school ditched quite a bit. I knew all the little tricks. I knew all the little ways to get out of school. I was a very not good girl in high school. And I think that's why I was a little more strict because I got away with way too much in high school. I had an older boyfriend. Not a good idea. My poor parents. Yeah. But I ended up marrying him, and we've been married 35 years this year. 35 years this year. So, I guess I really did know I loved him, but yeah, I know. So I was really strict on Kirsten. Kathy says, unfortunately, that's what the stuff teachers face every day now. Yeah, with the parents not believing. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's crazy. Pamela says she's laughing. Actually, Pamela, you look out. I met my boyfriend, soon to be husband, when I was 16. 2 weeks after I turned 16, we met. Yeah, I know. And he was 18. He was robbing the cradle. It was awful. Anne said she has a friend that quit teaching because of situations like that. Yeah, Kirsten will not go back into teaching. Kirsten's already decided that when the kids grow up a little bit more, and if she wants to get into doing something, she either wants to open up some type of business or do something else because she's just like, it's nuts. And I have a very, very, very good friend who was a teacher. Actually, she was Katie's second grade teacher. And we are very good friends. And she recently retired, and she said, Stephanie, it's not like it used to be. She goes, it's not like when your kids were in school. It's horrible. So yeah. Pamela says you're not helping. I know. I'm sorry. Don't do what I did. Keep in mind your grandma might call it school. But I'm happy that you're crafting. We need more crafters. Please share crafting with your friends because we need it to be cool again with the teens. We do. Oh, a special education teacher. Wow, Sharon, that's awesome. Your niece. Kellyanne says, my daughter was in marching band from 7th to 12th grade, and I was president of the Music Boosters for most of that time, and ruined a lot of trips. Parents were always worse than the kids. Yeah, that is true. That is true. C Beach says, I use your stamps to stamp student work. Oh, thank you. Chaperone. Kellyanne says she chaperoned many trips. That is awesome. Deborah says, my husband and I started dating in high school. I was a year older, 40 years. Yay. That is awesome. You were older. Look at you. Look at you. Elizabeth says, I would not go back to teaching for $1 million. I know. It's so sad. Our teachers have to deal with so much. It's so much. Gail's a teacher. I show my cards to my high school students. They think making handmade cards is cool. Gail, that is awesome. I love hearing that because it's so important. We need to get these kids just don't have time to be creative anymore. We have them in all these fancy classes and we push all this stuff on them, but we don't teach them about how to pay your taxes. But we don't let them be creative anymore. And it's sad. I was all about my senior year in high school. I had a preschool class that I helped teach in. I had sewing and I had cooking. And I also had English and economics. My economics teacher, he was a dud. But I learned more in these 3 classes, cooking, sewing, and preschool, than I learned in any of my other classes. Because life skills, I learned how to cook and I learned how to sew. I can sew. I can sew anything. I can make anything. I made my graduation dress without a pattern. I designed it myself. See, you got to be creative. Just want to be creative. Kirsten should start a service to teach STEM to homeschool groups. You know what? We've talked. Yeah, we've. It's not my choice, so it's hard for me. I always like say, well, you could do this or you could do this. But yeah, homeschooling is really getting a revival, even more than I think in the last 5 years. I feel like homeschooling's really been growing, especially among the conservative families. So, especially in California, because California is extremely liberal. And so I know that is definitely an option. She just, yeah, I mean, we talk as a family a lot. Of course, it's Kirsten's children. She gets to make the final decision. But yes, thankfully, the school that they will be going to as a public school is really good, and they allow parent participation a lot. They encourage it. So, of course, we have Kirsten, we have Nana, and we have Gaga. We have 3 adults that will be in that classroom at least weekly. So, yeah, we'll be able to keep an eye on everything. Oh, Deborah made her wedding dress. You are awesome. Okay, Karen says, sad that kids don't know how to use their imagination anymore. I know. Anne is a retired special ed teacher, 35 years. Oh, Anne, bless you. You are a special type of angel. Special ed teachers are a special type of angel. I have a good friend that is a special ed teacher right now, and she's nearing about 30 years, and she's starting to really have a rough time. It's just getting worse. So, oh, I'm glad you got out safe, Anne. I know, that's amazing, right? Okay, says they're not able to use their imagination, given the opportunity to use their imagination. Yes. Yeah. Okay, Karen, I knew what you meant. They're just, it's all about this, right? Yeah. Shelly, her husband's 6 years younger than her. Look at you. That cradle robber. I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. I love that. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so late. Oh, it's already so late. Okay. So, Thursday, Crafting Corner. If you're in Southern California, the store is open today. Kenny has it open until 2:00. It is in Laguna Hills, literally right off the freeway, the 5 freeway. You can see the freeway from our parking lot. So that's how close it is from the freeway. So go visit Ken. And tomorrow, Kenny has his Take Two Tuesday. Thursday, we have our Crafting Corner. And what day is the next release? Oh, Thursday is a special Crafting Corner, my friends, because I will be showing off the new items that are released the night before, and it's a not miss. It is definitely a you do not want to miss type thing, Thursday night. So mark your calendars, 5:00 Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, okay? My friends, I need to head out. I need to go back and do my real job. This is my fun part. This is not even my job. This is me sitting down with my friends, right? But I need to go do my job now. But have a great week. I hope this is a good start to your week. And I will see you all for sure Thursday night, big night. Don't forget, Wednesday night is a release night. And I will see you Thursday night, okay? Take care. God bless you all. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.